Hi, welcome back to the Spirit's Path. This is Dee, and today's tarot card of the day out of the Wildwood Tarot deck is the Two of Arrows and Injustice. And meditating and thinking about this card today, I was like, man, oh man, what decision needs to be made here where I need to follow my intuition? Okay, because the balance there with the scales is equal between the coins and the feathers. So this is a hard decision that's coming out, and one that you just can't do blindly. You have to look at, all the avenues of what's going on out there. And she's clutching the two arrows, and her foot's on the bow. So she's got the thought process where she's trying to make that decision of what's moving forward. And once she does make that, then she'll pick up the bow, to hit it off. But the question that comes about with this card is, what is the truth? And what I mean by what is the truth is, all week we've been going through this insecurity phase, right? Whether that's with asset allocation, relationship, or whatever. Somewhere down the line, a truth has come out. And now you need to make the decision on that truth, right? To move forward with what you heard or what you saw, because what you saw you can't unsee, all right? But to make that decision on how this is affecting you moving forward. You've got the Six of Bows in abundance, so everything's still going strong for you. You can manifest everything, but somebody or something has planted a seed that's giving you pause for thought. It's brought up that fear, okay? And it's like every other day something's happened for you. Some days it's good, some days it's bad. And, with this Two of Arrows, this injustice, there's some sort of false judgment that's out there. There's some sort of ignorance, all right? Or somebody has, arrogantly, decided, this is how we're going to talk about things. This is how we're going to move forward, okay? And it's not sitting well with you. Okay, your intuition is fighting back right now. And even though you are blinded by the information that's out there, your gut is telling you which way to go. When you think about the twos are all about, decision-making processes. The Two of Stones is about a challenge, whether or not want to take that out. The Two of Bows is about, making that decision, that creative, fiery, passionate, decision. Two of Cups is about attraction. Do you want to go towards this? This Two of Arrows is sitting there going, you're weighing it in your mind. And you're saying, if I go this way, here are the pros and cons. If I go this way, here's the pros and cons. Okay? And it's all about how you disseminate the information that's coming to you. You're using all your other senses. Touch, feel, taste, hearing. But you're not using your eyesight, okay? And the reason why that is being blindfolded, whether that's self-imposed or somebody's done that to you, you're not seeing everything that's out there, right? You can listen to the gossip, you can, listen to those fear-based messages, and you can decipher those out within your mind, to make sure that you're going in the right direction. But you need to have that vision in order to move forward. That way you can seek out the facts. That way you can find the truth, all right? And then you let Spirit help discern, what that message is for you as you're moving forward. And with this being Lionsgate right now, this could be an opportunity to look not only within, because you are blindfolded, okay, but letting Spirit guide you. Letting Spirit move you forward in the path that you're meant to be on. Okay, maybe it has nothing to do with asset allocation. Maybe your abundance is in spirit, is in opening yourself up. Maybe that foundation of life is having that great, foundation in spiritualism, right? The guardian showing up is letting you know, hey, this is an item from the past that you need to look at, okay? That you need to focus within and help you make the decision, on how you want to move forward. Do you want to live in fear? Do you want to live blindly? Do you feel that you've been not unjustified, well, what are you going to do about it? Right? Because once you make that decision to say, you know what, I'm moving forward with this, you can then seek out those wise people. You can seek out those wise ancestors. You can seek out that wise spirit and start asking the questions, all right? And test the false messages that are out there. Maybe one of those false messages, hey, I got a great relationship with so-and-so. You want to keep believing that, but the signs have shown you that you don't have a strong foundation. Maybe there's a narcissist involved with that 7 of arrows, right? Maybe they want to keep you bound to the tree in the blasted oak. With the page of stones still down here, it's what are you learning from this situation? If you're not learning anything from it and you want to remain bound to that tree, that's your decision. But if you know deep down within that this is not the right decision for you, don't be afraid to look that guardian in the face and say, you know what, I'm moving forward. The portal right now for Lionsgate is open to allow you to manifest whatever you want. Okay, and I don't understand. I really don't understand a lot of it. I'm learning as I'm going, but at the same time, when you can start asking questions around your relationship or career or financial allocation, within yourself, and those are hard answers, hard questions. Or when you ask your significant other about it, hey, what did you spend that $500 on the other day? Oh well, I just happened to do this. It's just like, it's not adding up. Here you're trying to move your asset allocation forward, and somebody else is taking that pool of money and using it unwisely, right? They're not on the same path as you. So you need to ask yourself, okay, is this something I want to stay in, right? And it's, again, with your career, relationship, however. And once you start asking those hard questions, that's when Spirit's going to start coming at you, okay? And you can take that blindfold off, okay? You can skew those scales to, work in your favor, all right? But the best defense against injustice is truth. The ace of swords, or the ace of arrows, okay, is that breath of life, giving you the opportunity, to seek that clarity. And when you seek that clarity, against the injustice, and you seek out that truth, then that sets you free. It moves you into a different direction on where you're going. All right, and it's life changing, and that's what this is not a life lessons card. This is a daily card. So every day you're going to be looking at this, saying, okay, why am I in this situation? Again, why am I in this situation? Nobody else has put you there. You've put yourself there, so you can make that decision to move out of that situation altogether. It's up to you. You want to live in injustice or justice? That's today's card of the day out of the Wildwood Tarot deck, the 2 of arrows and injustice. Hit that like button for me, subscribe to the channel, share it with others, and give me a thumbs up. And this is D for Spirit's Path. We'll talk to you tomorrow. Take care, God bless, and stay safe, everybody.